We roll.
Explicit content.
Come find me, I'll hit you with a potion, man. All we do is grind. Ugly gang shit. I get Wait, is it Malloy? I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. Smoking on exotic weed, killing bad energy. I don't let it get to me, so they try to get me in my dream, but all my demons died out. I feel so alive now. You can't kill my vibe now. You can't bring my high down. I can feel the energy, and yes, the past is history. Heavy meditation keeping me away from misery. Walking through the galaxy when I wake up back to reality. I get so fucking high, I can't feel anything. Light another blunt, all my problems start to drain. Henny in my cup, cause it numbs my brain. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing.
Oh, I said, good morning, jerk-offs. What is up, everybody? Good morning, Naughty Nikki. How are you? Getting high right now? That's what I like to hear. What up, masshole? What up, organic? What's up, Lena? Good morning. Yeah, everybody loves that song. I was thinking about changing it, but I can't even do that. I might shorten it a little bit, but that's about it. I get high, everything is okay. Yep. What up, Sally? Sally. So, open panel. If anybody wants to come up, y'all are more than invited. I got some news about. I have some things to report from the metaverse. Glitter bomb squirrels. How's everybody doing this morning? Good vibe, gang. Good vibes. Yes. How you been, Sal? It's been a while since we've had a conversation. Squirrels. Yee. By the way, squirrels, the things we talked about the other day, I got it ready. This is all I'll say. Just kidding. I would never ruin the surprise like that. What up, Gear Changer? How are you doing, sir? Hope the night is well for you. No. I'm rolling enough. Oh, hell yeah. All of them today. Right then and there. What up, Trash Dog? Lit one up as a reward. What's up, Rita? Good morning. I'm rewarding myself more, everyone. Good. You should reward yourself every time you deserve it. I rewarded myself with an Oculus. It's really not. I mean, it is rewarding myself, but I'm also going to make content over here. Boom. So yesterday was a pretty legit. I got my Oculus, set it up, I did my laundry, you know. Why does my camera keep screwing up, man? Did the laundry, started setting up the Oculus. I didn't really get to play it that much before I went to Trappers. Worked, and then came back to the studio and turned this Oculus on. Joined the metaverse. I haven't played any games, so I don't know how cool the games are, but I promise you I'm going to have some videos. I might, if I can figure it out, I'm going to go live from the metaverse. I had really great conversations, a couple of them. I watched a UFC fight. Well, it was a championship one, but I don't ever want to watch MMA any other way except for in VR. I swear. What's up, squirrel? She says, smash that like, buys, share it out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, everybody on TikTok? What's up, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, Twitch? I'm happy to see everybody. I'm still packing, moving by the end of the month. I'll be back on the social locations. Just got done doing 1 out of 3 truckloads. Very cool. Hell yeah. I'm happy for you. Dude, Sal, I promise, I think you would love the Oculus. It's like this. It was like this here, but in virtual reality. Rita says, what is an Oculus? A gaming system? It's a VR system. It's a virtual reality system. So I mean, you can play games, but I'm using it to socialize and figure out, what is there to do in this metaverse. I wanted to get in there really early so that I can watch things grow. I mean, obviously I'm 10, they've been doing it for 10 years, but it's finally, the metaverse is here and I am excited. It's a VR's and it's pretty what up, Redbeard? It's pretty legit. Like, you can have this VR on and if you set your controllers down, you can see them in your VR world exactly where they are in the real world, like distance wise and everything. It's pretty cool. What up, Ricky? I'm waiting for Harley to message me so I can head over there and trim. Okay. I still play PC games from 1998. What does that one that? So does T-Rup. I can't remember which one he plays. I'm sure you all remember RuneScape, actually. T-Rup plays RuneScape. Hey, I'm pretty sure they're sleeping or something, but all I gotta say is happy birthday, Jess. T-Rup's wife's birthday today. So everybody wish her a happy birthday. Everybody loves Jess Smoking. Oh, Jess Smoking. What the hell? Jess, I don't know what her name is. Jess Dabbin, Jess Flower, Jess Pagan. I can't remember, but it's her birthday. $1 trillion idea that put that garbage down and go outside and interact with humanity. Yeah, but listen, Ricky, I'm not going to go interact with humanity at midnight in the middle of winter. You know? I talked to some dude in Maine. So it was 60. Let's get into this. I was waiting for T-Rup, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not today. I don't like this metaverse thing. So I went into this lobby. It's called Venues, and I watched a UFC fight, and then I came and during that UFC fight, people were in there commenting on and talking just like, we would be if you were on the show right now. but it was through avatars, and we're all different parts of the world. And then I go out into the lobby and I find these two drunk guys, old men, these old hippies. I swear to God, they probably were. They're from Maine. They were twin brothers. The one, he was just trying to holler at the ladies, and then the other one was wanting to talk about philosophy and all these other things. And it was really cool. We got into the fact that uh, life, and he just wanted good conversation. He said they have early early dementia or signs of dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that. They have dementia and Alzheimer's. The other one has Alzheimer's or something. But it was just talking about the things he's been through and seen. You know, that man, you the old folks. I know some of you guys aren't old. That was a joke, but that's a generation that saw TVs come into play and internet and computers, and now they're in VR. The newest wave. These guys are sitting there, 68 years old. Sounds fun, but I'd like, eh, it depends. So I did this thing called Surviving 9/11, where it was just this lady. She'd been under the rubble for 30 hours, and it was her story. So this story, at one point, you're at the bottom of the towers, and then you're on the roof. And when it shot me to the roof, when I hit the roof, my instincts went in and went, whoa. And then I realized, nope, this is a video game, you goofball. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Jess. Happy birthday, Jess. Jessica. Happy birthday, Jess. It's okay to have our opinions. Of course, 100%. We're all open here. Yeah, it's always okay to have everybody's, whatever the opinion is, unless you're an asshole. You know, unless there is situations where your opinion can be, in fact, wrong. And at that rate, it's not an opinion. It's wrong. What's up, CSL? Good morning. I'm going to look into these NFTs too. I know a bunch of artists. There's no reason why I can't start some sort of NFT fucking company, right? Start pumping out NFTs. Boom. You have to have money to get that going, though. I saw you got to convert your real cash into some crypto. Redbeard says, what happens when you've been in the metaverse so long that your brain doesn't make that difference between what's real and what's not? Well, right now, it's in the infancy. So the avatars that I've seen so far that I've used in my world, there's two worlds that I used. One of the you could change the avatar to almost any cartoon character you've ever thought of. But then the other one where I had this conversation, the guy was it's like, you know, those what is it? Meme, the Wii emojis, me emojis. It's kind of that, but you have hands, you can see your hands, you can fist bump people, you can high five people in real life. Obviously, you know what I mean. But it's cartoony still. In the future, 100% you will be able to, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind you'll be able to do whatever you want in the metaverse. Not yet. 15 years, you'll be able to have like a bodysuit, and you'll be able to feel things, and you'll be able to touch things, and it's going to be awesome, dude. This is just the beginning. That they don't even have an option yet that you can put your face on it. You know, they're supposedly that's going to be one of the newer things that comes around. But we'll see. You're talking like surrogates over there, Redbeard. Our opinions count, but only to us. Not always. It's not always. Sometimes your opinion might be like, oh, this is a your opinion's oh, this is a shitty day out because you don't like the sun, but you're about the only one. It's bad enough humanity can't get off the cell phones. Now metaverse is going to make it worse. If not, people will lose farther sight of reality. And when people have to deal with reality, people will become depressed and end their lives. So, Inspector Gadget. People are going to do this to get depressed and end their lives no matter what. They've been doing it since humans existed. The computers and internet and that stuff has nothing to do. Like, if you were to use the internet properly, instead of, not you personally, but instead of abusing the power of the internet and only looking up porn, and if you use the internet the way it's supposed to be used, why there's no reason to be depressed. Because really the internet has everything you could ever want. Ever. You type in anything and you get an answer to it. Josh is my homie. He can love the hell out of metaverse and I can't, and I can hate it. That's what makes us human. Yep. Well, you can't hate it, man. You don't even know it. That's like when T-Rup says, "Oh no, I don't like that." We're talking about some food. Like, bro, have you ever tasted it? No. Well, how do you know that you don't like that? Redbeard, they got fishing games. I mean, I know you fish all year long, but you could fish in it. You can create fucking dude. There's millions and millions of dollars in this thing. Yo, what up, Only Noise? Happy birthday, Jess. I'm friends with Only Noise's brother on Oculus. I'll tell you that. But so far so good. I just don't like how it's being said things will happen in there that actually affect us all. Yeah, that's really that's what the internet did. That's what Amazon did. Things that were happening in this alternate reality of the internet, and they affect everything that we do in life now, just like the internet did. That's the way I'm kind of thinking of it. It's the same thing. This is the new internet. I don't know why I keep saying internet, but it's the new internet. It's just the next stage of evolution of the internet. That's how I feel anyway. I think it's all being done to remove us from nature. I mean, if you use these things responsibly, it's like I've had that thing now. This is day 2. I've only played that thing for 2 hours total. Nothing's coming from Zuckerberg is good. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's got a lot of great ideas that are scary, but they're pretty awesome. It's the evil Josh. I get it, but it's up to each individual person on how they use it. The internet is for porn. Hell, people realize this, so cell phones got bigger again. And that's another thing. Like, it's a cell phone. Before cell phones, when cell phones started coming around, they were like, oh, blah blah blah. Same thing. And everything that's new is scary, especially when it's something like this. My parents warned me 25 years ago about the internets too, and scary. They were right. My dad told me 6 years ago, smartphones will make stupid people. Well, Josh is still trapped in the metaverse. Yes, this is not Josh. Um, Actually, I was in the metaverse and somebody says, "Yo, is that Brain Jerk? I thought I knew I recognized that voice." I don't know if it was true or if he was just messing with me, but 20 minutes in, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join me. Cell phones made walking zombies. Yeah, but if you can put your cell phone down, like me, I know I'm not. I'm one of the exceptions. Okay. Yes, I find myself in my cell phone all the time. Uh my job is to be on these networks, you know what I mean? Uh but there's times when I just put my cell phone down. There's no reason that you have to be connected every time, and to be honest, I get kind of irritated when people expect just because they called you that, oh, why didn't you answer me or why didn't you message me back right away? That it's like, dude, I don't have to be I don't have to be here for everybody else all the time at their becking call. Like, yeah, I'm here for everybody all the time, but if I don't get back to you, I'm either sleeping or busy, you know. Don't be getting pissy. I get like honestly, I get like hundreds of messages every day, and sometimes I don't see some. She would say, "If I ain't home, you can't reach me. Fuck off. Why you need someone so badly?" Huh? Oh, your dad. I don't know. I'm confused, squirrel. Sorry. What's up, KR Tooley? Top of the morning to ya. Constantly is a dependency. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, sometimes I got what you're saying now. I get you. Sometimes it's important. I get that, right? Sometimes it's important, but it's like if you just called to hang out or talk to me and I don't answer, that I answer everybody, you know. If I can even on Facebook, I'll answer every single message that comes in, and on Instagram I do the same thing, and sometimes I don't get to it in time, you know, but it's one of those things. It's I got to take time for me. And if that means not talking to somebody else or anybody else for a day or two, then guess what? That's what I'm doing. My mental health is important. What's up, Yeti? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. I like to move it, move it. So let's see. That's what I have to report from the metaverse so far. I watched a 2 Chainz concert. It was all right. I like a couple two chain songs, but it wasn't as cool as the MMA, man. The MMA was so far like visually was the coolest thing that I witnessed. It was just like right in person. It was right on the fence. The view was right on the fence. What up, you snazzy pirate? Yeah, you gotta sit up a little bit. There he is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good evening to you.
Now it's morning here. It's nearly 2:30 in the morning.
I like your new haircut.
Oh, I just went to the. I was trying to get some dreadlocks, but they couldn't come up with it.
What you been up to the last couple days, Gear?
Just staying out of the heat. It's been shocking over here. We've had 30, nearly 100 degrees for every day, nearly. You know, we just can't get it. Yeah, 36s, 38s. Just can't get out. You can't get out and do anything out in the heat. So we've just been packing the stuff up inside, letting the automatic have a few days rest.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll be out of here by the end of the month.
I think that's so strange how the seasons work. How you're in summer and we're in winter.
It was someone I was talking to yesterday was minus 26.
Oh,
Fuck
damn.
that.
Yeah, fuck that. Celsius?
I don't know. They just said it was 26 below.
Were you talking to an American?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was probably Fahrenheit then.
it's Fahrenheit.
Negative
It was like,
26. That's brutal. That is not fun at all.
no, it wouldn't be.
Dude, I was standing outside yesterday. It was -6, and my ears felt like they were gonna freeze off.
You guys couldn't handle our heat, and we couldn't handle your cold.
Well, I figure your guys is your heat, is it wet and muggy or is it dry?
Well, at the moment it's dry, but the further you go north, the what's it called, the moisture sort of thing, it's cooling.
Yeah, that's how Michigan's super humid and moist in the summer, and then like Arizona's super dry. I love Arizona summers. They're really hot, super hot, 110 degrees type shit, but it's dry, so it doesn't feel like you're getting all wet and sweaty.
Where's that other jerk?
I don't know. It's his woman's birthday, so they might have celebrated last night or something, you know.
Oh, happy birthday then to Jess.
Yep. So I figured I seen he wasn't awake, and then I was like, well, I figure I'll drop the link because I'll probably be on my own today.
It's small block's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have to stop by and get a happy birthday for her.
She turns the big 3-0.
Big 3-0, huh?
Yeah, but you'll always be 6, mate. Always
Yep.
be 6 or 7.
Yep.
Yes.
I work with people with special needs. I've done that for about 10 years now.
Yep.
I love it, to be honest, because I feel like I'm actually making a difference in somebody else's life. Not, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
We do a lot of things that normal people wouldn't do, and we're relied on in a different way than normal people at normal jobs. And
Yeah, well, she's very reliant on, she's reliant on mum every day, 24/7 when she's here.
yep.
Normally the routine is she's up at 7 o'clock. She's showered and dressed and had breakfast, and she hops on a little bus that comes and picks her up and takes her to her classes for the day. That gives mum about 6 hours home by herself to do whatever she wants to do. And then from 4 o'clock onwards, when she's home, she's there, and you can't just sort of leave her alone and go and do things. She's happy in herself. She does everything. She gets onto YouTube herself and plays her games and little stories and things. And I was watching her the other day, and she's watching babies being delivered.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Learning about babies.
Mate, I thought, what the hell's going on? I can hear there's babies crying. Go over there, and she's in the bloody operating theatre, mate, and they're popping out like pills. Yeah, well.
That's funny.
So where is everyone? I thought the panel will be chock-a-block tonight.
I know, right? I keep shooting the link out. Everybody's sleepy or not ready.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Earth Dweller's about to come up. I gotta look up facts about this boy.
I could be your Earth smeller for today.
Where is this? I don't even know where this guy's from. Let's see.
What's his name?
Well, I'm glad you asked. This is the Earth Dweller of the
This is
day.
the Earth Dweller.
Oh, the lyrebird.
This is the Earth Dweller of the day. This is the Earth Dweller of the day.
This is the
This is the Earth Dweller of the day. This is the Earth Dweller of the day.
See what's walking on this earth. Crawling on this earth.
Okay.
What is the Earth Dweller of the day? What?
T-Rope's busy twerking. Yeah, right. I'm at work, or I would. No, you're good, bro. You're good. So what do you know about this bird? I see it's an Australian bird. I do know that.
It's when it opens its tail up, it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, like a peacock almost?
Yeah, same sort of thing.
That's cool.
You don't find them everywhere, but they are up in northern Australia. I haven't had much to do with them, but they are a very unique bird, and they're only little and they jump around.
One cool thing about these guys, they are superb mimickers. They can mimic natural and artificial sounds.
Yes.
And usually, just like in most birds, the males are the prettiest ones with the big old feathers, beautiful feathers Gear was talking about. That's funny. Birds and reptiles, usually the males are pretty. Let's see, what else? There's two species. There's one that's ground dwelling and it lives in Australia. And then the other one, I don't know. I assume it is in the ground also, but it doesn't say. It says they're among Australia's best known native birds.
That's the one.
So
the lyrebird and the peacock. They're probably in the same sort of family, I think.
Let's see. It says they're among the largest in their family of these birds. They have strong legs and feet, short rounded wings. They're not very well at good flyers, and they rarely take to the air except for, gliding downhill, it says.
They can run fast.
It says females are about 29 to 33 inches, males are 31 to 39, making them the third largest ground dwelling bird. What's a passing range? Is any bird of this, which includes more than half the birds, sometimes known as perching birds or songbirds. Okay, so this is the third biggest songbird or perching bird, and it says right behind the where'd it go? Sorry, guys. Right behind the crow and right behind the thick-billed raven.
We haven't got any ravens over here, I don't think. But the crow we do.
I love ravens.
That's where we get the saying "stone the crows."
The ravens are so smart, so smart. I wish I could have one as a pet. These things they're around Melbourne.
No.
That's what it says.
Does it?
Yep, it says many superb birds live in Dandenong. I don't know, Dandenong.
Yeah.
Yeah, National Park, King Lake National Park, and around Melbourne, the Royal National Park, and then it says Illawarra region, south of Sydney.
Yep.
In many other parks along the east coast, non-protected bushland, Albert's lyrebird is found in only a small area of southern Queensland.
That's the place that I thought they would. You're pretty hard to get. Well, they don't walk around the streets of Melbourne, but they must do. King Lake's a big national park down there. It's they had the massive big fires down there a couple of years ago. So they might have a lot of animals got burnt down there. So it's a part of nature, I suppose.
These guys eat invertebrates. So they insects, cockroaches, beetles,
Yeah.
earwigs, fly larvae.
They're always doing something.
Moths. Other prey include centipedes, spiders, earthworms, stick insects, bugs, amphibians, lizards, frogs, and sometimes seeds.
And sometimes.
They find food by scratching with their feet through the leaf litter. Let's see. Long-lived birds, they're capable of living up to 30 years. Female birds start breeding at the age of 5 or 6, males 6 to 8. The males will defend their territory from other males, and those territories contain the breeding territories. Up to 8 females will be in one male's territory.
Lucky Blake.
Yes, sir. Male birds call mostly during the winter when they construct and maintain open area mounds. So then they'll make a mound, like a stage, and then stand there and sing on it.
Yep.
Yeah, Gear is the perfect guest for this segment.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick. I just thought I'd jump up tonight.
I'm glad you did. Detroit Frank, if you no eat your meat, you'll not have any pudding.
Well, you can't eat these lyrebirds. They'd be
My
tough.
dad had a pet crow. It would help him with the garbage or in the garage with tools. They would also hide some tools. That's funny. Ravens and crows can learn lots of words. I'd rather have one of those than a parrot. It says one researcher, Sidney Curtis, has recorded flute-like Lyrebird calls in New England here in America.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They're a sight to see when their tails ride out, because it's like a blue and it's got all the fleck fluid, and it just stands out. It's a very unique animal to catch when it's got the full feather system out.
It says until 2019-2020 Australian bushfire season, these birds were not considered threatened in the short to medium term. So now concern has grown because of the bushfires.
Oh shit, yeah. We've had 2 lots of big bad bushfires out, or 3, but
it's now threatened. It used to be common, but now this bird is threatened.
Yep.
It is go ahead.
So is our koalas now, because our koalas they got wiped out, like,
I forgot about that. That I do remember that. I remember seeing a video of somebody ran into the forest and saved one of those koalas.
Yeah.
Real quick, Gear, before I go into other things, have you ever punched a kangaroo in his mouth?
Come on. You can't get close enough to the mothers.
You ever see that video where the guy's dog is out with the kangaroos
I watch it all the time, and that's what I tell people to go and watch.
I love that video. That kangaroo had no idea what was going on.
No, I was talking to a new 420 channel the other day, and he asked me if I could do him a favor, and this is how ridiculous it was. He wanted me to go out and get a kangaroo, sit him beside me, put 2 stubbies and some ice in his pouch, and sit there and have a beer with him. What the fuck, mother? You won't even get near them, let alone put any ice or any beers in their pouch.
Right. It says the male Lyrebird is featured on the reverse of the Australian 10-cent coin.
That's right.
Featured on the Australian 1 shilling postage stamp, first issued in 1932.
They'd be worth a fortune now if you could still find them.
Oh, I bet. It appears in the transparent window of the Australian $100 note.
Haven't seen one of them before.
A silhouette of the male lyrebird is the logo of the Australian Film Commission. South Wales National Wildlife. It's a courtship display. The pattern on the curtains of the Victorian State Theatre. What? On the where am I now? Image of a male superb lyrebird in courtship display on the Victorian State Theatre. Queensland. Australian band UMI has one of these on the cover. Styled.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's about what I got. That's what Josh has got on the Lyrebird.
When they're in mating, they sort of they spread their feathers out, their fan, what they call their fan out, and they jump. Well, they're like the peacock. They jump around and they do a little dance to attract each other. And if the female doesn't want him, she doesn't want him. You can jump around and do what you like, but if you're not going to get a
jump
bit,
all around you all you want, it ain't gonna work, huh?
Yep.
Sounds like real life humans too.
Yeah.
I find it funny that I said it already once, but all the male birds are just beautiful.
They're lucky they can't talk.
Yeah,
otherwise they'd be saying, "Show us what you got, bloke."
Let me see that dick.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
That's no good.
All right, I'm gonna get to the spotlight.
Yeah, no worries.
Spotlight. This is your year.
Let's look at the new year. What is the New Year's resolution? What do I think would be a good New Year's resolution? When I do an assessment and look at my life, I think I have benefited the most from one thing that I do, and that is think strategic. Short-term thinking says, the donut tastes good, eat it. Short-term thinking says, one workout doesn't matter. I can skip it. Short-term thinking encourages you to make short-term emotional decisions that hurt you in the long run. And they definitely don't move you toward your overall strategic goals. The more short-term decisions you make, decisions that are based on that immediate gratification, the further from the path you will stray. So don't do that. Instead, think strategic, think long-term, act strategic. Take action that improves your long-term position and moves you toward your long-term goals. How do you do that? First, figure out where you want to go. Figure out who you want to be. Figure out what you are trying to do with your life. Write them down. What are you working toward? What kind of physical condition do you want to be in? What kind of relationships do you want to have? What skills are you trying to develop? You have to explain to yourself the why. Why do you want to be in that physical condition? Why do you want those relationships, or why do you want those skills? Write those things down in simple, clear, concise language. Read it before you go to bed. Read it when you wake up. Read it every day until it is embedded in your brain. Also know this: You need tactical wins. You need to win battles in order to win the war. You need to get out of bed, you need to run, you need to work out, you need to read and study and practice, and you need to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. And I know that can be hard. That's why people lose the war. That's why people never achieve their strategic goals. They lose the little tactical battles, the death of 1,000 cuts. One missed workout at a time, and then another, and then another, and it all adds up. Why? Because we don't think about the big picture. We don't see the decay from altitude. We don't see it from an elevated position. That is why, to win tactically, we have to think strategic all the time. Think strategic all the time. Now that you know what you're trying to achieve, ask yourself this question. What I am doing, what I am about to do, is it going to help me get where I am going? Is this action going to make me stronger or weaker? Is this action going to make me smarter or more skilled? Will this action move me toward the strategic long-term goals I am trying to achieve in my life? And do not lie to yourself. Don't rationalize. Don't negotiate. You have to tell yourself the truth. That is where discipline comes from. Discipline is rooted in the truth we tell ourselves, and discipline delivers long-term strategic success. Strategic thought is disciplined thought. Strategic thought allows you to make the right tactical actions to move you forward, to achieve your goals, to be who you want to be and do what you want to do. So, for 2022 and for life, think strategic. Know why you are doing what you are doing. And then get out there every day and win those small, tactical, short-term battles so you can win the strategic, long-term victory that puts you where you want to be.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
That's all right. That's all true.
Yes.
You gotta be tactical.
Get up and do things.
Yep. So, what are you going to do the next couple days, Gear? You got any plans for the morning?
Yeah, I'm going to try and go out and help Automatic start putting some more stuff in the caravan. I've got to get my toolbox together in the next couple of days. And that's what you need a tool. Even though that I got the warranty on the car, it's I won't be touching underneath the bonnet of that new car because it's just so complicated. And if you touch anything, you avoid your warranty on that thing straight away. So it's got a 5-year roadside assistance. But I still take a toolbox just to do things.
Oh yeah, you always need that.
Yeah, and then I'll get all my my oils and my fluids and stuff to make sure that we need to take. We just got to watch what we carry in the weight wise, because you're restricted to the we weighed the car, we weighed the caravan, weighed them both separately. We've got a combined weight there, and then we've got to go back once we get 99% of our stuff in, and we've got to go back and look at how much weight we've got to carry, because in some states different rules apply. But we got dramas over here with this COVID now. Like our state in Victoria, his numbers have gone up really big. State of New South Wales, which is above us, their numbers have come down a little bit, but where the best weather is in Australia now is up the top end, called Queensland. Their numbers are out of control, and they might just block the border altogether and not let us in.
We here in America, we've hit, I think, like 1 million cases a day, so many days in a row.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know. The new one is, it's like everybody's okay. Now I got the cold or the flu, but now it's the vid.
Well, this is the third one that's come through, isn't it? The third or the fourth?
Yeah. So it's like, now are you guys inventing new names for the stuff that we've already had?
Yeah, and then how many more is going to turn up?
Oh, you better believe it. There's more.
Yeah,
there's going to be more, no doubt.
We got to go and have our booster shot.
Thing that blows my mind is that shot isn't even working. People, I don't know how many shots you've taken, but I know people that have taken 3 or 4 and they still ended up getting it. Okay, so now why are we taking these shots?
That's right. Look, in my book, if we hadn't been able to go travel, and the government kept on telling us, if you want to go and be not boxed up in one section, if you don't go and have these shots, you're not going to be able to do certain things. So we go and do the right thing. Otherwise, if we weren't going anywhere, I wouldn't have had any shots and stayed at home. But now they're telling us you got to have the third one, and now there could be a fourth one.
Right. Come on now. What is going on here?
Well, there was a little bit of leaked news there the other day that they're giving you these. The government's giving out here in Australia a testing kit for each household, but they haven't got enough to give out at the moment. But all the government workers have all got theirs. Now the people have got to get theirs.
Have you heard of here in America they were telling people, oh, if you go get your shot, you'll be entered to win this fucking raffle of whatever it was, a car or fucking TV, whatever the fuck it was, money. They were bribing people to go get it.
What's it doing for them? Well, what's it doing? You'd have to give a fucking lot of cars away, wouldn't you?
It was a one raffle, like you would be entered to win.
Yeah,
you know,
100 million people in there.
This is your payment, getting your shot.
Like, when we first hit the COVID over here, they were giving out a payment through the government if you got COVID and you had to self-isolate at home and you had a job or you couldn't go anywhere. They were handing out payments, but they stopped all that because people there was no description between me and somebody else that hadn't had the needle, and they wouldn't give me the money, but they give the people that didn't have the needle money. It's just
just to get them to get it.
Yeah, it is what it is, but
it's weird, man. It's weird. It seems like it's, I don't know. I don't like to talk about it.
It's dividing the community. It's dividing the community.
Well, everything divides the community, but they're really doing it by making people stay in their homes.
Yeah.
That's where VR comes in, or moments like this. This is basically, I was in my virtual reality having a conversation with this guy, just like you and I are right now. And for people that are on lockdown and that people can't go outside, people that, I feel like it's a good thing as long as it's not abused, just like everything else.
Yep.
It's got the potential to be fucking great, but it also with great power comes great responsibility, said Uncle Ben. And it's up to the people using these things to be responsible. It's not up to the developers to make you responsible. They want you to play. But It's up to you whether you don't want to smoke cigarettes anymore. It's up to you to stop it. You don't want to drink alcohol. That's up to you. You don't want to go in the
That's right.
metaverse for more than a couple hours. That's up to you. You don't want to be
Nobody
lost
put.
in your
Yep.
phone, then don't be lost in your phone. That's up to you. Everything you do is up to you.
Yep. It's your decision. No one forces you to put a cigarette in your mouth. No one forces you to drink a glass of alcohol, and no one forces you to take any drugs.
Right. It's all your fault. Whatever it is, it's your fault.
Yeah.
and
My life's been my fault.
And my thing is the sooner that you're able to admit that, like, oh fuck, it is my fault. And the more you take self accountability, I feel like the better it is. The better I feel. The more I feel like, I don't know.
Accountability is the same as responsibility. If you don't take it, you've got no one else to blame, have you?
It's the truth.
If you want to break the law and go and break the law.
I can't stand it when people just point fingers and don't point them at themselves, because I know not everybody's like this, but me personally, I like to constantly improve myself, whether it be spiritually or mentally or painting or however it is, creativity. That's my favorite.
I don't have a lot of how would I put it, things in life that that interest me. I can sit down and read a newspaper, but I can't read a book. I just don't. I lose it. I can't get out and do painting and woodwork and stuff like that because I've just got no conception of it. But
you can't keep focused.
I just lose concentration. It doesn't. I might do it for 10 minutes, but I just lose it. I just no, I don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah.
But anything to do with like motor cars and trucks and bikes and stuff like that, and drag racing and motorsports and stuff, I'll sit down and watch. I'll sit down and watch videos and videos and videos.
You've been watching. You watch the UFC?
Yes.
So who's your fight? Who's your guy?
Connor.
Oh, you like Connor? What about Volkanovski or whatever his name is? He's the champ right now.
He's from Australia. I haven't had a great deal to do with him, but
yep, he's from Australia. He's the champ. Yeah. He's the champion at 145. 145. And then Israel Adesanya, he's from New Zealand, but he goes back and forth to Australia and New Zealand. He's the champ at 170.
Man, they're tough men, aren't they?
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, they're tough men.
As far as reading books, you can listen to them.
My cousin's got a what do they call the
Kindle.
Yeah, the Kindle, and you can. When I go over there every now and then, I can she puts a book on and says, "Hey, listen to this and listen to that." It's it's a good way to do it now, but technology and we go there's years apart.
I feel it. How old are you?
Too fucking old.
I was talking to some guys in the metaverse yesterday that were 66, and they had VR goggles on, and it was cool. It was just really cool.
Yeah, I've had a go at that virtual reality fucking game shit.
Well, you don't necessarily have to play games on it. That's what my favorite thing is. I like to it's basically you're getting in a VR set, you're getting into here, and you go into these rooms and you sit there and chat just like we are right now, but in virtual reality.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. I can see I see what everybody's saying about it could be dangerous, and you're right, 100%. It could be dangerous, but I think it could change the world.
Oh, look, technology's changing this world day by day, and whatever we think of now and I can remember back in the days where you used to have to carry a brick, and that was like a mobile phone.
Oh yeah, your pager. Oh yeah, remember the pagers?
Yeah,
Nobody
the
even knows
size of
what
a book.
pager is nowadays.
No, that's right.
Did you have one of those big old cell phones that was fucking had
No,
that giant antenna?
they were too expensive in my days, but
Okay.
you know how technology's changed. I watched the kids. I was in a shop the other day, and I watched the kids with their thumb on their phone, and he's written like a half-page fucking story.
Yep.
And
This is the
10
first time
seconds.
in human history that we use our thumbs to communicate.
I communicate with my thumb. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
But no, it's technology and me are a long way apart, where someone that can use a computer can't drive what I used to be able to drive. I can drive an 18-speed gearbox and a truck that weighs 50 or 60 ton down the road blindfolded most of the time, because it's I've been doing it for 38 years.
Okay, so you were a truck driver when you
yeah, that's where gear changer comes from.
Yep.
An automatic, she can only drive an automatic car. She can't drive a manual.
Right.
And I wanted to buy a manual car, but it's no good me buying it because she can't drive it.
I think I can drive one, but I've only done it 10 times at the most.
Yeah.
I've driven semis, I've driven automatic, dump trucks, everything, excavators. My grandpa, my family owns a demolition company.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
So we actually at one point had the world record with I forget the actual company that blows the buildings up, but we had a world record by taking down the Hudson's building in Detroit back in probably the 90s, I'd say now.
Yep.
It was the biggest square footage building to ever be imploded.
Right. Now
The dust cloud. You remember seeing footage from 9/11 on the dust cloud? That's how when the Hudson building come down, that's how it was, just dust. Cops were running away. Everybody was running away, and I just ducked behind a rock.
Yeah, no, it takes a special person like to do stuff like that. When I was back in my younger days, I used to work for a company that used to cart all the chemicals, and we used to carry. I had to go and do a 6-month course to get what they call an explosive ticket to cart dynamite, gelignite, fuses, and all that sort of stuff, because it was in big demand back in those days to build the highways, the freeways, and certain things. And I used to, I loved driving. When I first left school, I was an apprentice chef, and I'd done about 18 months, and I couldn't handle it. I just had enough of it. I said, no, this is not for me. So I chucked my job in. I had an indentured, like you do your 3 years, and you got yourself a certificate of being something.
Yep.
I couldn't handle that, so I chucked my job in, and when I went home, I didn't go to work for a couple of days. And my dad said to me, "How come you're not going to work?" And I said, "I chucked my job in." And he went, "What?" So when he came home that night from work, he said to me, "You got to get yourself into gear, boy. You got to go and get yourself a job." He said, "You can't sit around here all day." He said, "Who's going to look after you?"
Right.
He said, "We've looked after you long enough." So I went out looking, and I found an offsider's job helping the furniture removalist man.
Okay.
And that's how it all started. He got sick one day and said, "Drive this truck back to the yard." I said, I was only like 16, 17. And I said, "I can't drive that." He said, "Well, I'm going to teach you." And he used to carry a feather duster, and every time you fucked up, he'd hit you with the feather duster. I used to go home with sore knuckles, because he wouldn't tell you what you done wrong, but he'd hit you on the knuckles with the cane part. And I used to have a what we call a road train license, a B double license, an explosive ticket, a bus ticket, taxi license, hire car license, dangerous goods license, chemical license. I've been in the industry for 38 years. I've seen 90% of this country on the main highways through driving.
Dude,
I love it.
That's what I miss two things about being in the demolition. One, I miss working the machines, man. Working the excavators and all that big scooper equipment and
Yep.
the excavators. You tear down some of the buildings with them, or the little bobcats that you're in here like, and it's the skid steers. Those things are so fun. It's like that's my grandpa owned a demolition company, so it was like I grew up with all these things. I knew how to drive a semi before I knew how to drive a rail car.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep.
Now
the only reason I'm not there still is because I can't work with my family. they're not very. Plus, working in a field like that, you can't smoke. You shouldn't smoke. You know what I mean? You got a lot riding on you in that position. Like I said, in Pittsburgh, when I went to Pittsburgh, I was a part of demolishing a building. They tried to pull it down and it wouldn't pull. So we had to go in there and make cuts and set the dynamite and wrap boxes around it so that the dynamite doesn't shoot things, so it's centralized location.
Yep.
It's just growing up and seeing the Hudson's building done as a kid and then being a part of another one. And like, I was like second in charge of that job site. And it was one of the coolest things ever. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they're a hockey team over here.
Yep.
We actually destroyed St. Francis Hospital. And now the Penguins play where that building was. Now they built a whole new stadium over there. While I was there, I got to see my favorite hockey team, the Detroit Red Wings, win the Stanley Cup in person. It's like things I dreamed about. After that happened, real life, after I saw that was like one of my lifelong goals, like one day I want to see my favorite hockey team win the Stanley Cup in person. Well, at 21 years old, I saw it happen and I was like, well, fuck, now I don't know what to do with my life.
I used to be very active in my younger years, but when you get to my age now, I just turned 65 and automatic 66.
Okay.
Same day, we had the same birthday on the same day, so I used to play ice hockey when I was a young fella.
Oh yeah,
I used to love
they had hockey over there.
Yeah, well, it's not a big thing, but in the wintertime they got skating ramps, skating centres, and we used to go to a place there and just skate around, and then you sort of go from there into playing games on the ice, and then it wasn't like you guys have it in the US big time, but
right.
I played a few games. I also rode what we call a speedway bike around the oval.
Yeah,
I've done that for about I've done that when I was in my younger days for about 3 or 4 years. I've still got a broken collarbone from the bastard that I come up and went into the wall a couple of times. But I used to love that.
That's one reason why I love watching the Olympics, is to see these other sports that you don't get to watch. Like, I don't know how popular handball is over in Australia, but I recently
not big.
Huh?
Not big.
Not big at all. I watched it one day, and I actually it seems like a mixture between soccer and hockey and dodgeball almost and lacrosse.
Yeah.
What about lacrosse? You got lacrosse over there?
They'd be playing it somewhere, but it's not. Most of our stuff is rugby league.
I was just going to say that rugby is your guys' sport, huh?
Yeah. But when you were talking about the Olympics, I went to the Olympic Games not to be an athlete, but I went there I was driving like coaches' buses.
Okay.
To drive the athletes and all the flash people around, And just happens to, I just happened to show you something here. That
And you full screen you. Oh,
that
nice.
there,
Here.
that's see the badge?
Yep. What is this? 2000?
Yeah, that's from the Olympic Games. I got a lot of these for uniform. This was our uniform to wear.
Oh man, I need one of those.
I've only got 3 left.
Those are
And
sick.
Well, we got raincoats, and we got I got a lot of memorabilia. A lot of people were trying to sell it, you know, make a quick buck out of it. And I said, nah, I just kept all mine.
That's like my baseball cards. I've got baseball cards that used to be my uncle's back from 1980s and 1970s and stuff like that.
Well, that's 21 years old, that shirt.
One day. I should go through them one day and see what I can get. But I literally have thousands of baseball cards, thousands. And that's not even an exaggeration.
Well, see, that's why people collect different things. I just kept it up because it's a part of memorabilia.
Yes.
It's 21 years ago. So, you know, there was when we first got these uniforms, one of the bus drivers up there, one of these big he was a Texan. He gave him $1,000 for one of their shirts, and everybody was trying to sell them to the tourist side of it. What the fuck?
I wish we could get you some shirts over there, man.
I'm going to try and get you guys something from Australia, like a T-shirt, when we go traveling.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into shipping it to you more. I mean, you're gonna have a home base, yes?
I'm going to have a place that our mail's going to go to, and anything that has to come over there. Yeah, for sure.
So when you go on this trip, I don't care. It's an hour and 10 seconds, 10 minutes over, but I'm having such. Oops! I just realized you're still solo. I'm having a good conversation, so I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Are you running out of time?
Yeah, I don't want to stop talking to you, but it is that time.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, we've only got another month, and we'll be up there, and we'll be doing some lives. I've got my channel up.
Yeah, I heard you had a channel up, and I heard you figured out StreamYards.
Yeah, man, it's taken a while, but
that's what I like to hear.
I got I'm not after the numbers. I'm just after the show people. You know,
yes,
I'm not after
100%.
But I got 100 subs up now, and
already?
man, I've only had and I've only had so many days of the channel being up. So, but I got
if somebody's here, drop gears. Let me go. Is it just Gear Changer, right?
That's it. Yeah, don't go. There's another one on there. There's Gear Changer Down Under. We made that by mistake, and we've got to get rid of it. Just Gear Changer.
There you go. I am now subscribed.
Yep.
Perfect. Well,
but, thanks for having me up, Josh.
You got any last words?
Yeah. Look after yourself. Tee you up. You're still a jerk, and I love you.
Hell yeah. All right. Love you, Gear. Thanks for coming up and saving my ass with some conversation.
That's all right, pal. My pleasure.
Yes, sir. All right. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all in the morning. Thank you all for coming out.
Brought to you by Brain Jerk. Fuck yeah.
I'm with my people, man. I'm with the gang. My heart hurt. I can't help but